What a lovely morning it is today. The flowers smell like flowers and the clouds are just doing cloud things up in the sky. I wonder what could go wrong. Everything. Okay, literally everything went wrong yesterday, last night when Loomian Legacy went onto Twitter and tweeted something. What did they tweet? What went wrong? Why is everyone now super angry at Loomian Legacy? Let's talk about it. The Llama Train Studio official Twitter account went onto Twitter yesterday at 10 p.m. Eastern time, which is very late in the night, therefore being surprising to even receive a tweet at this time. And they basically said, translate it. Along with the tweet, they included this image of what appears to be Pyramid text. In the image that had Pyramid text, upon translating it, it basically says, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. That's the tweet. They are rickrolling us in 2023. Llama Train Studio decided to wait until 10 p.m. and to just rickroll us. I don't know what else to say. This is very unexpected. Now, why does a small simple tweet cause a lot of backlash? Well, I think it's pretty clear why it caused a lot of backlash. First, let me show you guys what the community had to say about this tweet, and then I'll share my opinion about the whole situation. Here, the user says, stop wasting our time and give us literally any inkling of information on Cellburst. At this point, I don't care for the game when there aren't any active events, and now I'm seeing that it might actually be healthy. Personally, I didn't get mad at this, but absolutely horrible timing. Definitely a slap in the face to those who have been patient for years. This following user said, amazing time to joke about when we really want leaks. Yeah, it's funny, but not during a time where we need something regarding part 2. Funny way to make a community that already hates your game hate it even more. Face with no emotion. But on the opposite side, this user over here said, I don't see why most players are upset about the developers having a little fun for once. It's sad to see everyone hate on them for a joke. And then finally, a Loomian Legacy developer decided to comment on the matter, and they basically said, funny, some people are crying over a joke post, a rickroll no less. You want the developers to communicate more, but do fun posts too. We try to do both, and guess what we get? This. We have already posted information about part 2 just recently as well. More information will happen, but this. And then they followed up by saying, the more interesting thing is you all seemed fine about other joke posts and stuff, but for some reason out of nowhere, some of you decide to hit the fan crying on this one. Things come in due time. The more stress you pile on, the less it helps us. We are truly trying our best. Okay, this is actually very sad. You have a literal developer saying, we want to post more, we want to engage more with y'all, and we literally drop a joke and all we get is backlash, which basically gives us more stress. So it went from them wanting to do a little playful joke into them receiving even more backlash on the game. Now the following question is, why did a lot of people actually give backlash? Well, I actually am about to tell you exactly why. I began on by responding to this Loomian Legacy developer, and I basically said, I felt that the tweet was funny, but the build-up for Cellburst has been brewing for the past few months, that just being rickrolled at this point feels weird, especially through Pyramid text. Good tweet, but bad timing. That being said, everyone highly appreciates how active the Loomian Legacy Twitter account has lately been, so I don't want to overshadow that. It's a weird situation right now because if you don't tweet, people get angry that there's no news on Cellburst, but if you do tweet, people get angry that no information is given on Cellburst. It comes down to being able to tweet something that won't further the hopes of Cellburst while at the same time being able to engage the community. Fan art Fridays, favorite finds from the event, potential options. I followed up in my own profile by saying the following, everyone is anxious about Cellburst news, but instead we get rickrolled through Pyramid text on a Monday at 9 p.m. Central Time. I get the joke, but maybe post that tweet a few weeks after Cellburst. Time, and place, and that is exactly what I have to say. Okay, I'm not angry at the joke. It was a funny joke, but I think that they need to understand that right now there's an expectation about the account, and the expectation is people are waiting for information on Cellburst, and by dropping a tweet that basically had us decipher it for like 10 minutes to eventually get rickrolled feels like a slap in the face. Then all hell broke loose on Twitter. Okay, people were going crazy, people were whining, complaining, etc. So in attempts of calming people down, I basically said, I think we all need to calm down and take a step back from bashing Loomian Legacy. It was a funny joke at a poorly timed moment. Let's not deter them from doing this again in the future because I hope to see more of this down the line. Just not now. You guys don't realize this, but the main reason why the developers avoid Twitter is to avoid seeing the negativity, which has an effect on their mental health, which then ends up affecting the development of the game. It's a lose-lose situation. Someone replied to me saying, it was a really funny joke though, and I basically said, it was, but being rickrolled at a moment where the anticipation for Cellburst is at an all-time high just isn't a good mix. I want to see more of these jokes, but after Cellburst, not right now. And that is basically how I truly feel. I don't feel that it was the right time and the right place to drop a joke like this. It was a funny joke and I laughed. Okay, it made me laugh, but right now everyone just wants to hear about Cellburst. So just raising our hopes with a tweet through Pyramid text. Loomian Legacy only uses Pyramid text when they're serious about something. The past 5 instances of Pyramid text have actually alerted to information on the game, and this time it's just Pyramid text, which ends up being a rickroll. I mean, I'm not angry at Loomian Legacy, I'm not disappointed disappointed. I just feel that maybe they need to reach out to me. My job is to basically study the community and study what people are saying. So maybe if they reached out to me and showed me this tweet, I would have told them from the get-go that it would have been a bad idea and it would have caused a bad reaction in the community. I don't know if you guys know this, but I spend hours of my day just reading what the community has to say on Twitter, Reddit, Loomian Legacy Wiki, YouTube comments. I even watch other Loomian Legacy videos to see how people are feeling about the game and the community. So like, I have all this information all to myself. Hey, Loomian Legacy developers, let me run that Twitter account with you. I'm serious. With all that being said, I do hope Loomian Legacy does a show like this. Definitely not right now, hopefully down the line. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm Armenti, and we lit.